Hi everybody, I've pressed the go live button, so I'm hoping that shortly there'll be a few of you coming online with me. So today I'm going to be talking about the moon in astrology, because every couple of weeks we get a new moon and a full moon. And these moon energies are really important and they affect us all in different ways. And it's very valuable to know how to make good use of these moon energies, which is why every couple of weeks I do a video all about the moon energy. So I'm delighted that you're with me today. It's always an excitement pressing a live button, because you don't know what's going to happen when you go live. You can have a few ideas in your head, but really you don't know. So welcome to the land of the unknown. Hi Em, hi to your 3-year-old. Got my teddy with me. So thank you very much, Sun and Moon, for your very generous contribution. Thank you to my channel. We're coming up to a full moon in Leo in a couple of weeks' time. Yesterday we had a new moon in Aquarius, so we are going now from a new moon towards a full moon energy. So what does that mean? Well, the new moon, it's a teeny little sliver, isn't it? You hardly can see the new moon. That's why it's depicted in books. In ephemeris, ephemerides is the Greek word. The moon is depicted as a black disc, the new moon, because it's as if the sky, you can't see it. And the full moon is depicted as a white disc. So we are building from this zero blank canvas, if you like, towards the full moon. So when we're going from a new moon to a full moon, it's a good time for strengthening the body, fortifying the body. It's a good time to try out a new supplement, a new food, especially if you think that it's going to be giving you more energy, more vitality. It is a really good time for starting that exercise program. Oh, I like that, Chrysula, a video hug. Wouldn't that be something? Really, if we could really feel virtual hugs. And because there is so much that we are learning about the space in between us, I'm sure there has to be new senses that we are awakening as we move into this age of Aquarius, which is an air age. So we're exploring air waves, everything to do with wave theory, quantum theory, physics. And I wouldn't be surprised if we will awaken these different senses within us that are not as limited as the 5 wonderful senses that we do have, but they are somewhat limited. And I'm hoping that we are going to be activating those senses so that we really can feel one another more than we do. Hi Gunnar, yes, thank you, good question. This coronavirus, how does it go with the new moon? Lots of questions on moon, and I am going to cover a lot about the moon. I'm going to try and cover a lot. Let's see. Well, we're in Saturn-Pluto time still, even though we had the exact conjunction on January the 12th. It's not gone away. We've still got this heavy Capricorn influence going on, and it's quite fear-mongering. So we have to be able to discern between something that really is a threat and is real and that we need to actually take action about as far as we can, with something like the coronavirus, or whether it's something that is being blown out of proportion. Which one is it? I don't know. I'm not an expert on this, but I think that as we build towards the new moon in Pisces, we've got a lot of Pisces energy coming, and I think that this coronavirus, thank you Bryce, Bryce is telling us that it was patented in the US and it's a bioweapon. I don't know. Again, this is all information that I'm hoping valuable information can come out so that we can stop this from spreading and harming lots and lots of innocent people here in its wake. I don't know. And again, it's this Saturn-Pluto energy of we need to get real about something. Yeah, all this Capricorn energy is about being real. And especially as Mars is soon going to go into Capricorn next month as well and join Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto. So what are the actions that we are taking in our lives that we really need to take that are responsible actions, and where are things fear-mongering? So, okay, thank you, but we'll come to that a little later on in terms of how we deal with this build-up now. So we've got the build-up now between the new moon in Aquarius going towards the full moon in Leo on February the 9th. Did I get that right? Yes, we've just had a new moon and there is a full moon coming up February the 9th in Leo. And full moons are well-known times as we build up to this. So this is a good time for new beginnings, starting something new. Imagine it's a blank canvas. It's fresh. With the moon being in Aquarius, just had it yesterday, it's a time to really be the unique you. To just do what you do best. Yeah? Really? Not to be embarrassed by it, but to shine out who you are. What I notice is that new moons and full moons are often very powerful times where it's very good to take a bit of time out, even if you don't feel like it. Now, how's that? That's a funny thing, because I must be honest, I didn't particularly feel like taking some time out today, but I'm really glad I did, because it's really brought my energy up to a different level. Because Aquarius rules everything to do with your technological world, your online world, your messages, your WhatsApp, your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, whatever you're into. And when you take a break from it and you come back to it, it's fresh, it's new. So what do you need to take a break from so that you can make it fresh again? That's often the reason why long distance relationships often do well, because you get a break from each other, you go off, you do some other things, and then you come back and it's like, wow, the romance is thriving once more. So moon. Even if you are not the sign of the moon, if your birthday is, let's say you are not a Leo moon, you are not a Leo sun, you're not Aquarius, does it mean that the energy of the moon is not going to affect you? No, because somewhere in your chart you will have Leo or Aquarius, which is where this transiting moon is happening. And it's very valuable to know where the transiting moon is affecting you. Now, if I was very daring, I'd stand up and go to my board here, because it would be easier to do this from the big board, but I'm not sure that I can coordinate it all. So, Gunnar, thank you very much for your generous contribution to my channel. Thank you. Much appreciated. I'm learning as I go along, I might add. What I find is that astrology is a language, as I was saying the other day. I'm just drawing this chart so that I'm going to be able to show you what I mean by the transiting moon. And all the time I feel as though I'm refining that language. So let's say that you're Aries rising. We're just going to take what is known as a natural chart. Gosh, I'm having to do this really on the fly, and it's a good test, isn't it, to see whether I can come up with a chart quickly and correctly live. All right, so what I want to show you is this, that if you are, your chart will look something like this. You'll have 12 slices of a piece of pie. All right, now you might, let's say you're Aries rising. Here is Aries. So that will mean that Leo is your 5th house here. And the moon, the full moon, is going to fall in your 5th house. And that the new moon that we've just had fell in your 11th house. So these are important things to know. The 5th to the 11th. Where is it in your chart? All right. Where is it? So that's really valuable to know. If you don't know your chart, please get a free one from my website, yourastrologysigns.com, free report. If you go under reports, you'll have free report. You can get a free mini reading as well. So it's important to know, and very valuable to know, which 2 houses are being affected by the moon energy, the new moon and the full moon. So it might be the 1st and the 7th, might be your relationships, it might be your finances, it might be your friends and family, it might be your career, and then you have a context with which to play with this moon energy. And I did a live video about the houses last week. So I'm trying to fill in the gaps here. Teresita, thank you very much for your generous donation to my channel. Thank you. Really appreciate it. So the website again, yourastrologysigns.com. I was going to put it in, but I can't find the box. And thank you for those of you who are suggesting to like the video. Please hit the like. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. It helps more people to be alerted that we're now live. So in the olden days, people used to live by the cycles of the moon. There are times, and this is something I'm finding now because I'm testing out a lot of these old-fashioned beliefs and studies that show good things to do during particular phases of the moon. I won't believe this one, but, and I'm testing this at the moment, but on a waning moon, we're not on a waning moon at the moment, sorry, we're on a waxing moon, it's getting bigger, it's going from little to big. But if you want to do laundry and you want it to be especially effective, it's easier to do on a waning moon. So, thank you very much, Evil de Bono, thank you. for your generous contribution. So on the waxing moon, what you are doing is you're building your resources, you're building something up, you're building your muscles. It's always better actually to really do stronger workouts during the waxing moon. Better for more energetic workouts. When we come down to the waning moon, it's better for detoxing and doing lots of sweats and all those kinds of things. It's easier. It's not to say that it's one or the other. It's just that sometimes they're easier than others. Now, one of the most powerful times coming up, and this one I'm giving you a great heads up on, is when the sun, I know this is a little change of subject, but it's all connected. Astrology, as I said, is a language, is when the sun goes from Pisces to Aries, which is going to be in March, just that turnover, March 2021, 22, somewhere there. Jacob, thank you very much for your generous donation today to my channel. Thank you. So that turnover there is a real opportunity for like the Earth's birthday. Yes, it's a time where everything begins to grow, especially in the northern hemisphere, but doesn't matter where you live, it still affects you, because the constellations are not the actual constellations in the heavens. These are, if you like, made up constellations that were made up and studied, and they apply to all of us. I won't go into the logistics of that because I'm going to try and stay focused on this subject for today. But just know that March turnaround, we're building up to that. So really important time. So let me just take a sip of water. So if you want to start a new diet, a new exercise program, if you want to launch a new business, you want to launch something new, this is a great time during this waxing moon. How are you affected if you're recovering from a back injury and you can't exercise? Then I would suggest, Nivita, to work with your mental energy and your mental visualization and strengthening yourself using the mental, the air capacity of this new moon in Aquarius. Thank you. So there's a lot to say about moon energy. Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, would say that any doctor who has not studied astrology could not become a doctor. But one of his sayings is, not sayings, one of the things that he said very clearly was, do not touch with, I have to get this quote correct, but I'll paraphrase because I'm not going to get it right. I can feel I don't know it well enough, but I know what I mean to say. Do not do surgery, any surgical procedure, on a part of the body where the moon is transiting in its rulership. So, for example, not to do surgery on the heart if the moon is transiting in Leo. Not to do surgery on the kidneys if the moon is transiting in Libra. So wherever the body part that is ruled by, wherever the moon is transiting, not to do surgery on that part. But what you can do wherever the transiting moon is going is you can fortify that part of the body. So you can start, let's say the moon is going through Capricorn. Good time for doing anything to do with your bones and your teeth and fortifying them. Not a good time to have a tooth extracted, but a good time for doing some weight bearing exercises. And knees, yes, knees would be ruled by Capricorn. So obviously if there is an emergency, that takes precedence and there is different divine intervention that goes on. But if you know and you've got a choice, then schedule around it. Where can you find the transiting moon data? Thank you, that's great questions. Thank you. You can find it by looking up Google, but you can also find it in an ephemeris. If you just look up ephemeris online, ephemeris, I'm sure it's a Greek word, ephemerides, I'm sure it comes from ephemeris, there you go, and you will see, yes, feet are Pisces. You will see where the transiting moon is. Now the transiting moon stays in a sign approximately 2.5 days. So let's think about this. How do you know the body parts? Well, great questions, thank you. I'm missing bits out here, aren't I? Very remiss. Each sign rules different body parts. Aries, the head, all the way down, all the signs, to Pisces, the feet. Again, you can find this. I've done a video on astrology and health, so you'll find that online if you want to find out a little more. And you can look, again, this is all findable on Google quite easily. So this is why your moon sign, Renee, thank you very, very much for your generous contribution to my channel. Thank you. This is why your moon sign is so important, because the sun sign, I think you all know your sun signs, stays in a sign for about 30 days. Yeah, it's about 30 days, it's the same sign. Yeah, right now we are in Aquarius. Okay. The moon, however, changes sign every 2.5 days. So your moon sign is much more sensitive than your sun sign. Yeah? And in fact, it is said that in ancient times, people used to know their moon sign very well and would, when they were asked what is your sign, they would say their moon sign and not their sun sign as we do today. So it's very valuable to know your moon sign, because the moon is the emotional part of you. It's the child part of you. It's the part that needs feeding all the time. It does. It might need physical food. It gets bored. It's really, really valuable to know the moon sign. And I really encourage you, if you don't know your moon sign, to find it out. Now, unless you're born on the cusp of a sign, the moon sign area, you don't necessarily have to know your exact time of birth to find out your moon sign. Obviously, to find out the exact degree of the moon, you need your time of birth. But just for those of you who don't necessarily have your time, you're going to be able to find it out most likely. So I'll go through the body parts real quick because there's questions coming up on that. Moon in Aries rules the head, and a lot more to do with around the head, the brain, the eyes. Yeah, there's a lot to it, but just generally. Moon in Taurus rules the throat, the voice, the lower jaw. Aries is the upper jaw. It gets complex, but I'm going to try and keep it simple for the sake of our being together. So moon in Aries people, often they get head injuries, or they hit their heads, or they bang their heads, or they have sometimes issues with their eyes. Moon in Taurus, I have Moon in Taurus. I had always lots of issues with my throat. All this kind of area. Gemini rules the lungs, breathing. That's why Gemini rules speech and talking. And so Gemini rules the arms and the hands, gesticulating. Cancer rules the breasts, or it goes really down. It's quite a logical system. The breasts, the stomach, nurturing, teddy time. Leo actually doesn't quite go down, does it? Sorry, going back up a little bit here. Leo, the heart. Virgo, the intestines. Libra, the kidneys, the lower back. Scorpio, the genitals, the sexual organs. Sagittarius, the thighs. The bum, where you're sitting on the horse. Capricorn, the bones, the structure of the body, the teeth, the knees. Aquarius, the circulation and the nervous system. And Pisces, the feet. All right, so that gives you the overview, and now you have it without having to look it up. You can listen in here with me. So this moon sign in astrology is so important, especially when it comes to relationships. Relationships with yourself. That's a really great question, Cosmic Princess, thank you. How do you read the ephemeris? That is such a good question. Oh, I've got a feeling if you go to Cafe Astrology, I think it explains it more, but no, it doesn't. You really need to know the signs of the zodiac. Yeah, you really need to know the glyphs. Yeah, you need to know, there's just the first four: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. It's a bit like learning the alphabet, all right? You need to know the 12 signs: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, etc. The 10 planets: the Sun, the Moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury. Yeah, you need to know the glyphs for all the planets: Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. You've got 22, same as the letters of the Hebrew alphabet. You have 22 glyphs that you must know to learn astrology. All right, if you know those, you can read the ephemeris. Okay, I think pretty much reasonably well. So, the moon, I haven't lost it. Yeah, true, Angela, you do need the aspects, but I'm just trying to keep it basic so that we can keep everybody on board. You've got the moon is about your relationship to yourself, your inner child, and also how you relate to other people emotionally. So it's very, very valuable to know, first of all, where your moon is. Who's got moon in Aries? Who knows? Come on, let's have an interactive session. It's time for some interaction here. This is very much about working together. My moon is Taurus, but who's got moon in Aries? Who knows? Do you know whether you've got moon in Aries? Anybody? Sharonda, great. Okay. Elro, great. Moon in Aries. Another moon. Rebecca, moon in Aries. Yes, yes. Okay, good. Moon in Aries. Who knows what moon in Aries is all about? Come on, you moon in Aries guys. Let's learn together. Because maybe you're in a relationship with somebody with moon in Aries. And you need to know. Maybe your mother is a moon in Aries. Maybe your father. Maybe your brother or your sister. It's great. All the moons are coming in now. This is great. You don't know how to find it. If you go to my website, yourastrologysigns.com, and you go under reports, you'll see free report. If you enter in your date, time and place of birth, you'll find it. Excellent. So let's go through these moon signs, all right? This is what we're doing. Aries is childlike, yes, in its reactions. So Aries moon, what does it need? Aries moon needs to say what happens. It takes the initiative, right? It says, come on, we're going to do this. Or I'm going there. Doesn't necessarily ask anybody else. It has to learn how to ask somebody else, but it just knows. It just says, okay, yeah, it's the head, off it goes. I have a friend with moon in Aries. Now remember, I'm a Libra sun, so, you know, I'm always weighing things up, and do you mind, and is this all right with you? And moon in Aries can be explosive, can be angry. Yes, very good, true. Leads the way, doesn't have a lot of patience, true. A leader, very good. So this friend of mine with moon in Aries, before I know it, he says, right, we're going here. And I haven't had a chance to think about it, and will I or won't I? One night he said, you're coming for dinner to our house. And usually I like to think about it, I like to, you know, nothing. He was outside in the car, ready to pick me up, and I was staying overnight. That was it, that's moon in Aries. So how do you nurture a moon in Aries? Yeah, what do you do if you're in a relationship with moon in Aries? Well, you need to know that somebody with moon in Aries may have an angry flare and then forgets about it. They've had the outburst, it's gone, and they're just like, okay, I'm over this now, I'm fine. And if you've got a Cancer moon, you're sitting there and you're like hurting and, oh, I'm so hurt. And the Aries moon is just forgotten completely. So, who's got Taurus moon with me? So Taurus moon likes nice things, likes food. It's not to say that we don't all like food, but often likes to indulge in food, likes nature, the outdoors, can be very sensual, very physical. Taurus moon likes to know it's got reserves of money. Doesn't like to be without a reserve. Would this be right? Who knows about Taurus moons? Anybody share? Yes, I am a Libra sun with a Taurus moon. I am. Taurus moon. Okay, Susan, what do you know about Taurus moon? What do you know? Think about valuing good things. Yeah, what else? Like food and don't like paying for it. That's a good one. I like that. Yes, very creative. Often nice voice. Likes comfortable settings. Food, safety, security. Very good. Taurus moon is usually slower to make up its mind. Aries moon is gone. Taurus moon is like, well, yeah, all right, hang on a minute. It's all right, what's the rush? So you can see that if you're in relationship with somebody who's got a very different frequency of a moon to you, you might find it quite challenging. Yeah, quite grounded, quite slow, can be a bit possessive. Thank you, Francesca. Taurus moon is honest, yet quite direct. All right, great. What does the moon have to do with the relationship with the mother? A lot, but I think that's another video because I've got a lot of moons to get through. Gemini moon. Who's got Gemini moon? Dedicated, yes, Taurus moon is dedicated. Can be possessive. Can be likable, it depends. All right. Gemini moons, anybody? Yeah, thank you, Diana. Anyone else? Pancho? Yep. Very good. Yeah, Gemini moon, chatty. Yes. I have quite a few friends with Gemini moon, and you would think that's quite different from Taurus moon, and it is, right? But what's nice is the Gemini moon lightens the Taurus moon, right? It's just chatty and very humorous. I've got friends with Gemini moon who are very funny. Can't stop laughing, talkative, teaching, always on the move, always on WhatsApp. I don't know how Gemini moon survived before WhatsApp. Gorgeous, gregarious, yes. Diversity, they're easily bored. Very quick, very good with their hands usually. Always interested in studying or learning something new. Can be a little fickle, yes, because they're always off onto something else. Very youthful, often very youthful, yes. So you can see how the energy of these moons need to be nurtured in different ways. So a Taurus moon would be very happy having a quiet moment in a nice restaurant, let's say. I'm not so much into restaurants, but some Taurus moons. Somewhere nice, just enjoying a nice laid-back meal, maybe with a friend, or even just reading a book, and quietly just, enjoying Taurus moon in the field. The bull, quietly enjoying being in nature. Whereas the Gemini moon, after a while, would go nuts with this. Yeah, okay, nature, a little while, very nice, a bird or two, but then, then they're off. They need to see something happening, something going. Like that, Diana's still foxy at 56, that's great. But Gemini moons are often very, very youthful. And just talkity talk. Whereas Taurus moon doesn't like to talk that much. Can, but not so much. And Aries moon is off taking action and doing something and pioneering something. So you can see when you have the sun in one sign, let's say your Aries moon, and you've got the sun in Taurus, you've got kind of like a stop-start situation. The Aries moon says, let's go, and the Taurus sun says, no, hang on a minute, let's just, wait a minute, I'm not sure. So where do you live? Are you living more in your moon, in your sun sign? There's a lot here. Okay, on to Cancer. Thank you, Ali. You're a Cancer sun and moon. I'm coming up, I'll come around all the signs. Don't worry, I won't miss anybody out. So who else is Cancer moon? Yep, you Gemini moons enjoy variety. Cancer moons, anybody? Very good, Francesca. Yep, if your daughter's moon is in Gemini, but in the 8th, it'll be more scorpionic, true. That's another layer of astrology. Okay, moon in Cancer. Thank you, Matthew. Sun in Sag, that's a nice combo. All right, somebody's mum. Great. So, Cancer moon, what's that about? Let's hear from you guys. Yes, tears, emotional. Sensitive, moody. It's important to know this, it's very helpful. Likes food, this is another foodie sign. My lovely, lovely dear colleague friend Dara Dubonnet, she's got a Cancer moon. She does all these videos about food. Nurturing, very nurturing, likes to paint, can be very arty, very easily offended. Super duper sensitive, sensuous, yes. Very sensitive, very artistic often. Yes, it's a very feminine energy. So a woman with a Cancer moon may feel much more at home with her nurturing instincts. A man with a Cancer moon may have to develop that. I've often seen men with a Cancer moon bring up the kids. He's the main nurturer, especially if the wife's got Aries moon and needs to be off out and starting businesses and off at meetings. Yes, Cancer moon doesn't give too much away. Loves their creature comforts. Thank you, Philip, Daniel Miles, for being online. Thank you. Great, good nurses, they can be. Depends, they can be. Leos, all right, come on then, Leo moons, where are you? Come on out. Yes, Cancer moon will value family, and usually very good with money, very shrewd. All right, yes, we love Dara. Okay. And Cancer moon is just emotional, yeah, and nostalgic, looks at the past. Oh, it was so nice when we used to be together, we used to do all these things. And Aries moon says, but that was then. What about now? Let's go. All right, Leo moon. Thank you. Proud, warm, sunny. They're very loyal, I've got to say. I've got a few friends as well with Leo moons. I'm lucky, I've got friends with all the different moon signs, but I notice now the different energies and how to make the relationships work. Right? I know that if I'm going to be with my Aries moon friend, I'm going to have to get out of a comfort zone. I just know he's going to every time, oh I'm sorry, Leo moons, I've got to give you attention. Sorry, talented, bossy, they want to shine, they're very creative, they can be very funny, very good, thank you. They must be appreciated. People with Leo moons, you've got to give them a lot of appreciation. If you do, they're very generous, yes. So, it's this energy of knowing what your moon sign is, yeah, what your moon sign is, and how you will have to adapt if you're with somebody with a very different moon sign to you. Now you will find that when two moon signs are together that are the same moon, it's easy, right? All my Taurus moon friends, easy peasy, because you just know, you know what they're going to like, you know the kinds of things they need, and it's hilarious because it's just, there's an ease with it. All right, yes, Leo moons want people to admire them. You've got to admire them. And then they're just like, wow, then they shine even more. Yeah? So, just to show you the different dynamics here. So with my Aries friend, for sure, and I've got a couple of them, they're going to pull me right out of the comfort that Taurus moon wants to stay in. Right, so it's no good for me to be with Taurus moon people all the time. Right, because I just get too comfortable and sit on my fat bottom, yeah, and don't get out of the comfort zone. So if I'm with a different moon sign that's a really different frequency, and the Aries is, it's like, oh gosh, all right, fine, I know it. The Taurus with the Gemini. Well, if I'm with a Gemini, as I was yesterday, I had a great Gemini moon friend, and she came and I tell you, she cleaned all my carpets. She's got this amazing vacuum cleaner, and she went around the entire house 3 times round with this mega cleaner, up and down and in and out with the soap and this, and I was moving things, and I tell you, when she'd gone, I was absolutely knackered, cream crackered. I could hardly stand up, right? But Gemini moon, you know, it's like she just kept going, kept going. So today has just been such a nice, peaceful day, quiet, alone, away from that. Yeah, but it was nice while it lasted. It was lovely and hilariously funny. So this is just how to interact. Yeah, these are the different interactions. So when I'm with a Cancer moon, I know that it's going to be a quieter interaction. Yeah, when I'm with Dara, for example, she's Cancer moon, you know, we went out, we had food together, it was nurturing, we had lots of hugs. Cancer moon, give me a big hug. Yeah, it was touchy-feely, a lot of that going on. That's nice. People are asking what knackered means. I think maybe that's just an English word. It means exhausted. Gone to the knacker's yard. And then my Leo moon friends, just love them to bits, and you would think, you know, that's a fixed sign, you know, can be difficult sometimes. Not at all. Leo moon friends are super loyal, right? You just know when you've got a Leo moon friend and they're really your friend, they're very loyal, quite possessive. Yeah, all the fixed signs can be quite possessive. They want to hang on. They don't want the change. The mutables, they move around, they find another friend, another one. So, Virgo. Who's a Virgo moon? Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Tina, you've got all the mutables. Lovely. Lovely. Very creative. Yeah, Leo moon is very warm. Who's Virgo moons? Anybody here? Any Virgos? Yay, Sunflower Gal. Hi. Any more Virgo moons? Aquarius United. Hi. All right, great. So what's Virgo moon about? Let's go with it, guys. Mila, hi, welcome. Jackie, yes. Oh, you're all coming now. Great. Clean, organized, yep. Can be nice sometimes, like that. Virgo moon. What else? Virgo moons, yes, everything depends on the evolutionary phase of the person. Very good point. Discriminating, fastidious, yes. Helpful, detailed. Critical, good at maths, yes, scientific. Often concerned with health and healing. Practical, very good. Health, day-to-day, work. A Virgo moon person needs work, meaningful work. Welcome to those of you joining. They like spreadsheets, yes. Analytical, very good, yes. Often like taking care of others. They can be very good healers. Yes, I'm staying up late, that's true. Attacca. Well, it's exciting, isn't it? Busy, workaholics, yes, can be. Yeah, Virgo moon needs to feel useful. If a Virgo moon doesn't feel useful, not happy. Often likes things to do with animals and pets. Can be shamans, yes. Very good, you guys. Excellent. It's great when we interact, isn't it? Yep. So Virgo moon. So when you're with a Virgo moon, it's nice to do something useful, something practical. They really like that. So you might be cooking something. Thank you very much, Les, for suggesting that people hit the like button. I would appreciate it if you would do that. Thank you. Hit the X on the top right and hit like. Click on live chat to get back to the chat. Thank you, Les. Much appreciated. Of course, it depends on the house, but we'll get to that in later videos. What I'm wanting to do now is really just give you a lot of the basics that is so important. So, this is great. Yeah, you're right. Some of the characteristics will be similar to Virgo sun people. Yes. The moon is different in that it is an emotional need. The sun is where you shine, your identity, who you are. The moon is that child in you that needs to be fed, that needs nurturing. So it's very valuable if you have a child and you know the moon sign, then you can really help that child emotionally by feeding what that moon needs, right? If you can feed it, then you're going to be able to nurture and nourish that child emotionally. And we're all children at heart. Inside us is a child. And how do you keep nurturing it? And if you know what that moon needs, and you know what your partner needs, or you know what a sibling needs, you can make allowances for that person. you can say, ah, right, now I understand. What can I do? You see, and so that's really the great positive about astrology. That's why I'm so passionate about it. That's why I learn every single day something new in the ways that people use these energies. Of course, you can use them on a very evolved level. So, the Virgo moon, as long as it's doing something useful, productive, valuable, and usually working, right? So if a Virgo moon person says to me, for example, and for that matter a Capricorn moon, I'll come to that, if it's not on your birth certificate, if you don't have, sorry, I'll come back to that. Richane, ask that question again if I miss it. That person needs to do useful work. If somebody with a Capricorn moon, Virgo moon retires, very often that person goes to seed very quickly. Just to let you know. All right, so you could try even without a time and just having the date of birth. If you just have your date of birth, just see, you'll find that the moon will fall between two possible signs, at the worst case. Sometimes if you're born right in the middle, it'll just be one sign and you won't get it wrong. There's loads of Pisces moons going on here. Or is it the same person telling me they're a Pisces moon? That's okay, I will come to Pisces, but we're at Virgo at the moment. No, it's not disorderly. Libra is next. All right, come on, Libra moons. Who's a Libra moon? So even if you don't know your time of birth, you should be able to find out if you go to my website, yourastrologysigns.com, go to reports, free report, enter in your details. I'm coming, Libra moon, hi Ninane. Wandering Heights is a Libra moon, great. Christie's sun, yep, all right. So, Libra moon, what is Libra moon about? Go for it. Libra moon? Libra moon's a fair, yes. Very good. What does Libra moon need? Balance, yes. People pleases, does, very often. Fairness, likes good aesthetics, very good, yes. They need peace. Above all, a Libra moon needs peacefulness. If a Libra moon child is with a lot of conflict in the home, it can make them very sick physically. Yes, a Libra moon needs a relationship, equality, partnership. They can be givers, yes, often needs romance. Libra moon does look for a relationship, usually. Sees self through the eyes of another, very good, thank you, Philip Daniel Miles. He's a wonderful astrologer, do check him out. He's online with me today, thank you for the honour of having you online. Yeah, you need quiet and peacefulness in the home. Sometimes it's peacefulness at all costs. You do need to know when you need to stick up for yourself. Yep, Libra moon likes to be in a relationship, usually. Does need time on their own, depends on what else is going on in the chart. And of course it depends where the moon is. They love love. Libras love love. Not necessarily routine. Conversation, connecting, yes, it's an air sign. Needs to chat. Yeah. And finds itself through the other person. Very often. So, likes nice surroundings, yes. Yes. Very good. You guys are great. Yep, they like their comforts as well. I often find that people with Libra moons are often very nicely matched. Right? Somebody with a lot of Libra, you'll find, usually actually that is Libra ascendant, but often the moon. I have a friend with that lot of Libra energy, and everything's matched. The scarf, the gloves, the handbag, the shoes, the laces on the shoes, everything. Yeah, looks very nice. Les, thank you for posting the glyphs of the signs for people to begin to learn. That's very valuable. Okay, Scorpio moons, where are you? Let's have you. Sitting quietly. Any Scorps? Yes, they've got good taste usually as well, Libra moon. And they don't look like vulgarity. Oh yes, such a contrast to the Scorpio moons. Coming up. Any Scorpio moons? Let's be having you. Les, yes. Angela, Amy, Athena, woo. Sensitive, secretive, yeah. Can be very sexual, can be very shy. Yeah, they do look to bond. Oh yes. Very deep, very loyal. Don't mess with them. Quite possessive. Can be vindictive. They usually have clear motivations for their actions. Yep, still waters run deep, often a hidden agenda. Sometimes. Usually very direct though. Very ambitious, can be. Manipulative, can be. Very strong, can be. Yep. So imagine you've got a nice Libra moon with a Scorpio moon. Can you see? Libra moon wants nicey-nicey. Scorpio moon could give a hell. Don't need nicey-nicey. Let's get to the meat of it. Yeah, value honesty. Need a meaningful relationship. Oh, absolutely, Scorpio moon. Doesn't easily trust. Deep thinkers. Yes. Need a purpose, a work, a focus. Very good, you guys. Very intense. There's nothing like... So can you imagine a Gemini moon person with a Scorpio moon person? The Gemini's off here and there and flitting, and sometimes there and sometimes here. And the Scorpio moon is like a laser beam of focus. Needs focus, needs the intensity. It's just a different frequency, isn't it? And imagine if you've got it within you. Lives on the edge emotionally. Yes. Yep. Can be. Yes, they're often observers, Scorpio moons. Yeah. Can be very competitive, just like Aries moon. So can Libra actually be quite competitive in its own way, the opposite of Aries. You often get the opposites as quite similar. And I often find that moon signs, opposites go quite well together, especially with the fixed signs. Don't know if you found that in your studies, Philip, as an astrologer, but I find that the fixed sign moons, Taurus and Scorpio, and Aquarius and Leo, often make the strongest marriages. Time and again and again. It's like those fixed signs, they don't give up. So it can be very psychic, yes. All right, so, and I do have a friend with a Scorpio moon, and she's marvelous. I mean, I love her to bits. But she just can't, for her, everything is more black and white. For me, with my Libra energy, it's like, oh, well, maybe, and this and that, and do you mind if? And she thinks it's hilarious. You know, for her, it's like, oh, would you mind terribly? Is it awfully inconvenient for you? That's just the Libra. She makes fun of the Libra. Yeah? Because Scorpio is just like, let's sit there. Let's do this. Very clear. Very black and white. Okay. Sagittarius, where are you, my lovely Saggies? I can't believe I've been online an hour with you guys. Wow. All right, we're out of time and space. Sagittarius, where are you? Yoo-hoo! Yay! All right, coming, Lorelei. Yep, come on. Scorpios. Yep. Saggies, where are the Saggies? All right, so Sagittarius. Talk about contrast between a Scorpio moon, intense, and a Sag moon. Independent, yes. What else? Creative, yeah. Fun-seeking, yeah. Sag moon is fun, yes. Likes traveling, likes culture, can be very blunt, oh yes. I've got a friend with a Sag moon, but she's very funny. Very, very funny. You can't stop laughing. Like adventure, philosophy, studying, nature, the wild outdoors, wildness. Yeah. Their opinion is right. It's true, can often be. Usually very generous, usually very optimistic. Yes. Sag moon. Yeah, when you're with a Sag moon, expect to have some kind of an adventure, or they're quite funny. Or, you know, no matter what they're telling you, there's a funny side to it. There's a funny story. Could be as dark as anything, but there'll be a funny side. Yep, there can be preachers. Yep. Optimistic always, okay, great. All right, Lorelei, that's great. Can be leaders, yep, very honest, very direct. Yes, usually have a lot of faith. Yes. Often have a lot of friends, true. Yes. Yes, very good. Very good, you guys. Woo! Excellent. Teddy likes this. Yep, they get bored easily, true. And sometimes don't like to commit and make plans, that's true. Can be commitment, folks. Very true. Very good. Yes, often interested in religion, in spirituality, generally, foreign languages, foreign travel. Can smell a rat anywhere. That's true, but that's also true of Scorps. All right, yeah, don't want to be told what to do. Oh my goodness, true. Loud, yes, very often loud. Yes. All right, Capricorn moons, where are you? Mr. Hazard, who else is a Capricorn moon? There we go, a Sag speaking 4 languages, thank you. All right, Cappy moons, come on Caps, let's be having you. All right, Lynn. Yay. Hi, D's Enlightened Edits, welcome. All right, Cappy moons. Right, my lovely Cappy moons. What's Capricorn moon need? What are they like? Loyal, yep. Very work focused, yep. They've got to be doing something useful, valuable. They need structure. They need organization. They need a plan. Cold and dry, reliable. Well, they're not always cold. Yeah, very organized usually. Yeah, good problem solvers. Yeah, very good guys, great. Realistic. Very realistic. Don't give them that pie in the sky stuff. They want realistic things. Frugal, conservative, yes. Solid, stubborn, loyal. Always climbing. I like that. This is great. They need a secretary. Very good. Usually very focused with work, jobs. Yes. So if you're getting in a relationship with a Capricorn moon, just know that the job and the work might come first. Just know it. That's all. They're not cold. And they can be very funny. True. Stoic. Really stoic. Really strong. Yes, can be quite smart and sexy. Absolutely. Isn't it great that we can learn from each other? I love that you're all joining in with me. Yeah, this is the whole point of doing a live video. Otherwise I can just be on my own and record. Yep, lots of CEOs are Capricorns. And they are very caring, yes. Can be rigid, true. Yes. Thank you very much for telling people to like. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Aquarius moons, where are you? Isn't this exciting? Thank you, Les, for telling people to hit the like button again. Thank you. Yes, Capricorn moons are practical. All right. Where are the Aquarius? Yeah, what's the difference between moon, sun, ascendant? Good question. I'll have to do it on another video. All right. Yes, you will feel contradicted if you've got the sun in one sign and the moon in another and the ascendant in something very different. Aquarius moon, here we go. Woo! Yay. Goofy, love it. All right, Aquamoons, where are you? Love you guys. So, yeah, don't like to be overwhelmed with emotions. That is so true. So imagine a Cancer moon and Aquarian moon. Very different energies. Humanitarian, the rebel, the very rebellious, individualist, can be a little aloof. Yep, it's great. They love freedom and independence. Not so emotional, that's true. Aquarius moon likes to collaborate, true. Likes groups of people, likes acquaintances rather than really necessarily very deep friends, although they can be very deep friends. They don't like big dramas. You know, Cancer moon, you can get into a big drama. The Aquarius moon just walks off. Right? So you've got to make sure if you're in a relationship with a guy with a Cancer moon, for example, with an Aquarius moon, he's got to have a lot of freedom, a lot of space. Weird friends. Yep, it's the freedom is the number one. Friendly, very friendly, yep. Loves the unconventional, a bit eccentric, stays calm in times of turmoil. Very, very, very good. Yes. Very good. These are great. You guys, you know, you're right in the ball with this. Yep. I identify with this a little because my moon is in the 11th, so it makes it quite Aquarian in a way. So, yep, but very loyal. The voice for the downtrodden, likes to debate. Very good. If you've got a moon in the 11th house, you'll identify with this. What do I make of Aquarius moon in this age of Aquarius? Wow, that would be a very personal question depending on the evolutionary route of where the person is. Could it be violent? Can be. All the signs can be violent if pushed to it sometimes. Depending. Depends. It's a big question. Can be a bit childish. They'll certainly give you their own opinion. Don't mind that. Whereas the Libra moon will just want to conform and fit in with everybody around. Oh, in Aquarius, bugger it. This is what I feel, and that's it. Very good. Introvert. Can be. Really depends on where it is in the chart. Drawn to politics and causes. Very good. Very good. You guys, great. All right. So, Pisces moon. You darling Pisceans. You waited all the way to the end. Any Pisces? There must be some Piscean moons. I know because there was somebody earlier on. Pisces moons, activists, yes, the Aquarians, yeah. All right, here they come. Here come my Piscean moons. All right, Piscean moons, what are they about? Yep, they can be healers for sure. Oh, emotional. Oh my goodness, yes. Imaginative, creative, intuitive. Oh, they need alone time. Artistic, mystical. Yeah, you guys, people pleasers. Yep, tears can be prevalent. Lovers. Oh yes, oh yes, very, very emotional. Yep, can be deceptive sometimes, yep, just because they're very vulnerable. Illusions, yes, dreamy, yes, moon in Pisces, very dreamy. Walking sponges, that's great, yes, you guys, great. Can be confused, very intuitive, very compassionate, easily swayed, yes. A Scorpio moon and a Pisces moon. Addictive, yes. Delusional, can be. So a Scorpio moon, boom. Can't sway one of them. Pisces moon, oh yeah. Going along with. Yeah. Selfless. Super adaptive, kind, artistic, escapist. need to lose themselves, can be prone to addictions. It's true. Very good. Very good. You guys, wow. Yep, very saddy, very saddy, very happy. Yep, very happy or sad. Very good, you guys. Musicians, very musical, very often. Excellent. Wow. Well, we've just had a journey around the moons. I think there's a lot more to say, but I think that I've given you some flavouring here. Yeah, you can get an idea, you know, who has no fire or air in his chart. It's very earthy and watery. Just might be slow to make up his mind. Slow. You won't be able to rush him into anything, I would imagine. I'd have to see the chart, see what else there is. So the next thing really is to look at how the different signs, which ones work well together and which ones, you know, you've got to make more allowances for, which ones are more difficult for you. And that's where we get into this whole thing around relationship astrology and how powerful and wonderful it really is and how much we can learn, because it's so important, what with parents and children and siblings and family. And if you only need to know just certain things about somebody's chart, and you can ease a relationship, you can help it along. It's just great. So there's much to share. I hope you've enjoyed this video today as much as I've enjoyed being with you. Any comments, anything you want to share, any ideas, any thoughts, please leave it on the comments section of the video. Please like the video while you're online. I'd appreciate it. And I just want to say really a very, very big thank you for joining me today. And for those of you who've generously contributed, thank you very, very much. In every way, whether it's been financial, whether it's been ideas, whether it's been likes, whatever it is, thank you for just sharing and being with me today.